All right, welcome to a brand new video of the Target Individual Program, Talking about Experience. Well, Facebook is on that BS again. I just shared a video, and they this is what they removed the post, and it says this post goes against our community standard. Your post is now on Facebook, but it looks similar to other posts that we removed because they don't follow our standard on hate speech. Okay, now this is what they said. Now, if you look at the um the link. Let me see if I can open it up and show you guys what the video is about. Actually, you know what? I'm going to go directly to the video. I'm going to ignore this. Okay, I'm not deleting shit. But this is what they'll do. Okay, let me see if the video is up there. Okay, all right. This is the video. This is the video. Okay, let's open the video so you guys can see exactly what it is. Look, Chris Brown and Neo prove women are willing to share men. Women are hypocrites. Again, how is that hate speech? How is that hate speech? But and I want you to understand again, this is because I refuse to be silent, so they will engage in this sort of harassment.
Recently, singer Chris Brown was on Kai Cenat's.
You guys can go look at the video because what she's saying is absolutely true. Exactly, absolutely correct. And I was going to include this in the video that I was going to do with my targeting, but I decided, when this happened, I decided, let me do a separate video, right? Because she's absolutely right, right? And particularly in the black community, particularly with black women, is that they don't want, if they're in a relationship with a hardworking man, he, right? He may have stepped out on them, and they'll be like, no, you step on another woman, that's it, it's over, what have you, right? Now, if that man was a high earning man, they would be perfectly okay with it. They would be perfectly okay with it. Why? Because that man is buying them things, taking them on trips, and doing all that stuff. That hardworking man might be buying them things, but it ain't luxury item, right? It ain't expensive things. He may be taking them on trips, but it ain't to Dubai. You know what I'm saying? That's staying in 4 or 5 star hotel and all this stuff. They're looking for an experience. They're looking for a fantasy. Okay. Right? Because they have no problem, and just Chris Brown is on Kyle YouTube channel, and he asked him, "Are you in a relationship?" He said, "I have multiple relationships." Okay, and these women know about it, and they're cool with it. Neo also. Neo is like, "Hey, monogamy is not for me." And why should it be? He has options, right? He's a celebrity. He's a multi-millionaire, and he knows there are women who are there waiting, throwing themselves at his feet, just like with Chris Brown, right? We've seen this. A woman getting married, she tell her husband that if Chris Brown want to sleep with her, she'll sleep with him, and this man still married her. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Not to say like you say, hey, you know what? We talked about this or whatever. And on top of that, Chris Brown is sleeping with so much women. You don't know what he got. Okay, now are they all using protection? Do they all know about each other? Is he the only man that they're messing with? And if he is, I'm sure he's getting them tested regularly, right? And again, they're going to be committed. They're not going to cheat or anything like that because, why mess up a good thing? Okay? But women are willing to share a man if he is a high income earner. But they're not willing to share a man who is a hardworking man, right? Even if he makes 6 figures. Okay? He has to be a celebrity multi-millionaire or a multi-millionaire. Okay? So again, like I always say, don't look at what they say. Watch what they do. Their action shows you exactly who they are. All right? And again, this is not to knock women. I mean, that's how women are hardwired. Men are hardwired a certain way too. Men are hardwired to what? For what? To have sex with as many women as possible for procreation, right? Women can't. But the mindset that is given these modern women, particularly the European women, is that they just like men and they can do what men do. No, you can't. Right? You sleep with a man, you get pregnant, Are you going to sleep with many different men while you're pregnant? Right? But a man can sleep with many different women while you're pregnant. There's a difference, right? And when this society is moving in a direction where they want to blur the line between who is men and who is women, who are men and who are women. Okay? And this plays a big part in the transgenderism, right? So you have these transgender men trying to own the word woman, right? And calling biologically born women cis women. They don't want to be called transgender women. They want to be called women, and so they will call other biologically born women cis women. You even have biologically born women calling other women cis women. Okay? And why is that? Because again, population reduction, population control. All right? Like I said, you got to think deeper. You got to see what's behind the closed doors, what's behind the curtains or the closed doors, right? You got to have a deeper level of understanding and not just belief. And I keep saying this all the time. We have heterosexual men and women promoting, New York President Obama said heterosexual men and women. Whoop, whoop. Yeah, see, they're trying to change society because again, it's population control, the separation of men and women, not particularly in the black community, taking away the love for each other, putting us against each other. So while we're fighting against each other, they continue to manipulate us, and we can't come together. We can't unite. All right. So as I was saying, you have heterosexual men and women promoting transgenderism, right? I mean, I can accept you for who you are, but I'm not going to promote a lifestyle that that's not mine. Okay. What you do, what you that's your business. I have no opinion, no likes or dislikes about your lifestyle. If you want, if you want to be a transgender man, transgender woman, do you? Okay. But what I'm against is it being promoted to children, and the way that they're doing it through manipulation, through the use of the internet to coerce, to manipulate young people into thinking and not into thinking, but into believing that they might be transgender. Right? And then you have parents who are so want to be in the what you call it, in the now, right, with these young people, right? They want to be cool with their young folks, they want to be cool with their children and don't want to be parents, but they want to be their children's friend, and that's a recipe for disaster. The reason why we are parents is that we can teach our children things. We can raise them in a way in which will benefit themselves and the society that they live in. But that's not what has been done within the black community for decades. They've created conditions within the black community that don't promote self-love, love of each other, love of family, right? No intellectual thinking, no critical thinking, just believing. Believe it, have fun, be impulsive, right? Be excessive in your consumption of material things. That's what they created, right? You never see transgender people promoting heterosexual men and women and what they call traditional families, right? But the people who are in traditional families are being conditioned to promote alternate kind of families. Now, how does that make sense? Right? Do you see two gay men with children promoting heterosexual lifestyle and heterosexual family? No. You got to understand what's being done and what's going on. All right? And the fact that Facebook is, again, engaging in censorship because it's not what I shouldn't say it's not what they, but it's the fact that I'm posting these things, right? It's fine when other people post it, so it's not the content. It's just the fact that I'm posting these things. That's why they are doing this. Okay. All right. Talk to you guys in the next video.